I really do think this Filipinos have superpowers.
Yeah, good. It's ingrained.
It's in our calves.
It's in your head.
You gotta show them that. You gotta show them that.
I don't know if we can hand that.
All right, welcome everybody. I'd like to thank you for all coming here today for this Kamayan for Season 2 of Future Ancestors. First off, before I forget, I want to thank Rich too here for holding this event here at his studio. We are Sunday afternoon on Instagram, follow them. Also, we got a big shout out to Kalye NYC for providing this amazing Kamayan feast. I go by the name of Jason Insight. This is my co-host, Kat Serrano. The common thread that we brought everyone here today is everyone is a creative. And, you know, it's not a sought-after occupation in our community. And, you know, we want to just give you your shine and your flowers. So I'm going to go around the table here. You can introduce yourself. We'll start with Apollo over here, and then we'll go around.
I'm Apollo Baldoz. I'm a motion graphics animator and designer.
Hi, I'm Dessa Delfin. I'm an actress and a producer.
Hi everyone, I'm Sabrina Herbosa Reyes. I'm an architect, sculptor, and movement artist.
Hey everyone, my name is Rich too, and I'm an artist, designer, creative director, and a partner and a ECD here at Sunday Afternoon.
Hi, I'm Jason Ross Yniguez. I'm from Brooklyn, and I have a brand, Pocket Kings with K.
Dope. I'm Christine Marie, very Filipino to have two first names. My artist name is King Marie. I'm a artist, DJ, creative director, long list of creative things.
Awesome. Yeah, we're talking about the creative industry, and this is not something that maybe our families wanted us to do. So, show of hands. Which one of you were told growing up that you wanted to be a doctor, nurse, lawyer, all of the above? Show of hands. Can anybody want to start talking about your experiences about being told maybe a profession that was expected of you and then you leading up to where you are now?
I'm the youngest of 5 boys born in Brooklyn in the 80s, and my mother was a nurse. She always put it into us as early to be a nurse. Like, you have to be a nurse. Like, it's gonna make everything okay. And I mean, I'm telling you the truth, Mom was right, man. Like, I would probably want to have been struggling all the time, but at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason.
My mom, she didn't want to become a nurse, and I just found this out. Like, when she retired, she hated blood. She smoked because of blood, like, because she didn't like any blood. I was like, well, then why did you become that? It's like, well, I wanted to become a lawyer, but during the time, it was martial law. And the best time to leave the Philippines, go into nursing. So I feel like they didn't have that option. A lot of the laws around immigration in America in the 60s changed to prefer like that STEM pathway. So then that's why a lot of people from immigrant communities started to gravitate towards medical, engineering, et cetera, just because like literally it was just the easier way in. Yeah. So now it's like all ingrained in us to do this thing because it was perceived as a pathway. But now there are so many different pathways we can take towards success. I think that that's like the generational education that we have to teach backwards in order to go forwards, in order to express that, hey, there are other possibilities, because everyone here in America and also other countries that like really facilitate, you know, forward thinking and creativity, they're willing to push forward in a way that's completely different.
But I would also say like an occupation like nursing, it started due to colonization too. Like during World War II, a lot of Filipinos were forced into free labor to take care of American soldiers, and America kind of indoctrinated the Philippines by putting like the American education system into the Philippines, and so a lot of people had to do that not by choice. And so I think that's also where it started too.
It's like they were grooming us.
Right. I'm like, come on, history.
All the more that makes me more grateful because we became creatives. Like we weren't into it. Right. So that is like very eye-opening, and I become more grateful that we were allowed to do that.
Like it or not, what each of you do represents the Filipino community. Do you feel there's a responsibility to represent the community as well as yourself?
Heavy. Yes.
I sure do.
Yeah. Same.
Because I'm in the business of storytelling, and I think stories shape the future of society and how we view ourselves and how we view other people. So like that's why I chose to be an actress, because I want to be part of stories, but I want it to be the most visible. But now that I want to be part of the filmmaking and the production world, it's like taking charge of the narrative. You know, let's add diversity to the Asian experience. Like, y'all don't know what Filipinos are like. Let me show you and all these different stories. So, I mean, yeah, I feel a strong sense of responsibility. I totally resonate with that.
I feel like as we share more of our stories, it is like personal stories, but it's also intergenerational.
Yeah.
And it's also like collective stories. Like you said, like it reflects other people part of the diaspora. And like, you know, our stories were erased. So
Yeah.
and the storytelling is super important.
Yeah. I mean, even just in learning more about like my identity as Filipino, it helped me understand who I was as a person.
Yes.
I used to hate myself because I was like, I'm so damn loud. I'm so loud. I'm always making jokes. I'm like realizing like, oh, that's who I am as Dessa, and that's who I am as a Filipino. You know, like this energy is coming from my culture as well as just my personality, right? And it helped me like accept myself, love others, accept others, and it changed the way I thought about the world at all. So
And it's so crazy because like being allowed is like
amazing.
your energy.
And it's funny because you get to meet that same, you know, you think that you're the only one that's like that. It's like, you meet other Filipinos, like, hello crew. So it's just you. It's an understandable where you don't necessarily have to explain yourself to anyone else. Like meet us, it's like, oh, we know each other. That's how we are. Yeah, exactly.
So can you share what difficulties you guys overcame in your respective fields?
Who goes first?
I'm like, I'll wait.
You know, for me, actually not unlike Dessa, I felt like this. I felt I had to make a mental leap of accepting that I really wanted to embrace a creative lifestyle. And then when the switch flipped, it was like I gave a gift to myself. I was like, I accept this path for myself, and I'm calling myself an artist. And it was like, it was a whole thing.
The only pushback was my dad. So my dad's a computer engineer. And it didn't like click until recently, like as an adult, like for me to be able to have like a conversation and just be able to take care of myself. I think the whole point is that they just know that there's security in those jobs. Like for them to think of anything outside of what they knew and what was offered was hard, right? So like me convincing my dad, like, yes, I have clients. He's like, what are you doing? Like, how are you flying everywhere? Who is paying you to, like, you know, so, but he asks questions now. And I think that was like trying to break the barrier. I'm like, he still doesn't really get it, right? And my mom was like, your dad's never seen you perform.
Would he ever come?
I understand.
Yeah, you know, like I've given him like in CD format. I'm like, here's my music, you know, like, it's okay.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah. He'll ask me, he's like, are you on YouTube? And I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, but have you like looked me up? Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting juxtaposition of just like him understanding is enough for me. Because I think for so much of my life, you know, like proving to your parents like that you did something, and you know, I'm like, do you want to go to a Bulls game? My voice is in the arena. You know, like something that's easy as like you like sports, or work. You know, like that hasn't happened yet. So it's more like, okay, I have to just let go of the idea of, you know, having him be proud and tell me that is more than enough, as opposed to my mom. I mean, my mom's at every show, like at every listening party, and you know.
The struggle was, someone told me it's imposter syndrome. I don't know if you heard of that.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it's a good thing that they told me. And it's like, every day I wake up, I'm like, am I fucking really living this life that I fucking dreamed of? Because like I told them, this is what my dream was work at home. My wife set up her home studio at home, her hair studio, and my kids get to see them 24/7. I've never been happier than that. No matter what. Like, everyone tells me, oh, you're gonna blow up. What's blowing up to you? You know, like, I'm already happy as fuck. I don't need all that shit. Like, chill, please, because if life gets happier than this, so be it. But please, Lord, I pray. Just last year, I lost my dad too. After my dad never told me in my life that he loved me or proud of me, nothing. Last Thanksgiving, he told me that shit. Because, but in a way, it's because he saw it. Like, you know, he wasn't around, but he saw it. And he's like, holy shit, my little baby boy. When he told me, and he cradled me like a baby. He told me, I love you. I'm so proud of you, blah, blah, blah. That was the last time I saw him. It was like, since then, this is what this is. It's like, I don't know, we believe like we die, we're like, the dove is the Holy Spirit, right? I don't know if it's a Filipino thing or what, but they're here, no one's pushing me. We all struggle everything, but that's what my struggle is. It's like, is this real?
Yes.
Like, am I really doing this? Like,
In your heart. You are in your heart.
I'm on cloud 21, right? Everybody, like,
I'm sorry. I have to talk to you. I'm sorry.
I'll get in there.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
That's real.